Welcome back to our channel, Living on the Ohio River. Hi, I'm Kara Henshaw from Key Associates Signature Realty. If you're new to our channel, make sure you tap that subscribe button because I'm doing a video once a week and I'm gonna try to start doing 2. So make sure you're always on the lookout for those videos. Today I'm gonna I do a lot of where we're living in the Ohio River Valley area. Today I'm gonna go more into what buyers are looking at, sellers are looking at in the market, and that is interest rates. Interest rates have put a lot of people on the sidelines in the market today. We are at 7% or close to 7% today. And just a few months ago, we were down to 3.5, 4, which is a big difference if you started looking at a house a few months ago and your affordability today. So that can equal $400 or $500 more in a monthly payment, depending on what price range of home you're looking for. So I thought I'd go into a little bit of information about a weapon that some buyers can use against sellers, but also some things that buyers can do without sellers to get interest rates down and affordable for you if you did start that look and have to move today and that 7% scares you. So a little bit of history, 7% if we're all relative. I've been in this business 18 years. It is really not that high when you compare interest rates over time. I remember back in the 80s, since my family is real estate, they were in the 14s, 15s, 16s, crazy amounts. Internationally right now, you actually have people up to 46% interest rate, some 20%. So, you have a lot of influx of international buyers into our market just because our interest rates are low to them. So it's all relevant. Is it higher? Yes. If you were looking 5 or 6 months ago, it is something that is very scary. So I know we're in this market. We have interest rates climbing, inflation is climbing, things are getting tight. People sitting on the sidelines going, is this market gonna fall? Is it gonna crash? Where are we? And just seeing what's going on. And I thought, let's just review because your situation is today. You don't know what's gonna happen in 12 months. You don't know what's gonna happen in 24 months. I do not have a crystal ball. I do think that we are 12 months out, in my opinion, maybe even longer than that. But in regards to price corrections, if you're sitting on the market thinking we're gonna drop 20%, waiting for interest rates to lower, I think you just have to look at what's the right time for you to buy because you do not know when that's going to happen or if it will happen. I think we're pre-COVID now in regards to climbing in values, maybe 2% or even flat at that point in regards to appreciation. We're not the 15 or 20, probably going to go in if you're looking from now to the next year. So things to think about if you are on the sidelines. Don't just assume that we're going to have this huge crash and that's when you're going to come in, or that interest rates are even going to fall, one or the other. So those are things to definitely consider to get back here in this market. One thing that I was going to bring up as well is, a lot of real estate is very lagging. We don't have a lot of indicators that tells us where we're going to be here in the next month or two. We can usually give you past and say this is what's happened, this is the sales, this is the values, and it's kind of late. The only indicator I have that's leading is how many people are calling me to do real estate. I have a lot of buyers still calling me. I have a lot of sellers still calling me, so the market is still very strong. Days on market, I can give you an idea where we're at on that, and they are slowing down. So it is opening up for the buyers, which leads me to this next discussion. Buyers, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, you could not even get sellers to do anything for you. People were waiving inspections. People were bidding, 20% over market price. Cash deals, you couldn't even compete against them. They wouldn't pay any closing costs. I mean, the sellers definitely dominated that market. The market is definitely changing now. So with interest rates climbing, it is something that we can use as a weapon for buyers if you are having that trouble trying to get into your dream house that you wanted 6 months ago, but now it's looking unaffordable. There are ways to get that interest rate down. Right now, in our market here in Indiana, Kentucky area, there is lenders that do what they call a 2-for-1. So you can actually get 2% off your interest rate, so that'd be 5% roughly, depending on where we're at, for your first year, which is about, if you're looking at $350, that could be $500 off your monthly payment, which is a big deal. Then you go to the next year, year 2, you are actually at 1% off of your interest rate as of today. So that could be half of that, roughly $250 a month. So it allows you to kind of buy some time before you pop up to your year 3, which would be at the 7%, which you are locked into. So it does not mean that you will be going above. It's adjustable after that. It just makes it more affordable for you within the next 3 years to get into that dream home now and adjust as you get to the 3-year mark. So there is a weapon out there for you if you want, and the sellers can pay the closing costs. So if you're on the sidelines because you can't get that dream home, this is a way to get your interest rate down, sellers to help pay for it. We can ask them now because they are, starting to at least doing a little bit more negotiation than they did in the past because the market, they're not flying right off the market like they were or having a million offers in the day one. So something we can definitely use with sellers. Also, if you're a buyer, and let's just say you don't have a seller that will cooperate with you, or maybe the price point you're at is still fairly competitive, you can buy interest rates down. Roughly, it's about, for a buyer, and buyers only can do this, sellers cannot contribute, it's about 0.5 point off for 1% of your loan. So there is other options to get that interest rate down if you are worried about locking into a 7% interest rate for the life of the loan. So everybody, if you're worried about buying a home, you're sitting on the sidelines, I get it. I'm looking out for you. If it is not the right time, I will analyze it for you, and I do not expect anyone to do something that makes them uncomfortable. You gotta do what's right for you, your situation. If you don't have to move and where you're at will be great for another few years to see how this market corrects. That is wonderful. And if you're someone that has to move, this may be something that you definitely need to have a consideration, a discussion with me, because you don't have a lot of options. You're gonna have to make the move. So definitely reach out to me. I'd be happy to analyze what is good for you. No pressure here. Just trying to help people with different situations and what they need to do to get their dream home. So if you have any other questions on interest rates, loans, buying houses in Indiana, Kentucky, I'd be happy to help. You can reach me at 812-686-3268. And until next time, I'll see you then.